up, we're going to be late.
Hello, my name is Rosie Coke. I'm 46 and I am a single mum of 3 beautiful children. Life before my diagnosis was a typical mum up and down the country where we do everything. We work, we cook, we clean, we take care of our parents, I had a really, really busy life. Not a lot of time for myself. I was in an unhappy marriage, but I think I was just coasting, as you do. It was very, I don't know what the word is, ordinary. One day, 2 years ago, it was a day like any other day. I was at home when I shouldn't have been. I would have been at work, but unfortunately I was attending the funeral of a dear friend of mine. As is characteristic of me, I was running late. So I was in quite a rush. And the TV was on in the background and a woman was being interviewed. I wasn't really paying attention at first, but I tuned in to what she had to say when I heard her describing symptoms that she had had.
I just had this gut feeling that something wasn't right. I'd be sat in bed reading and I'd sit up to put the book down and I could feel a pulling feeling underneath my right breast. Had I not been checked at that point, then it could have been a completely different story.
Of course, so you're only 37 years old when you were first diagnosed and you had a young child.
The pain that she described I had felt about 2 weeks before, and I felt it once and once only. So it was quite easy for me to ignore it. It was at the funeral later that day when I felt that pain again for the first time in 2 weeks. And the connection was so strong, being at a funeral, someone's obviously passed, seeing the interview earlier the same day, I didn't delay any further. The first thing I did is to make an appointment at my local urgent care centre because it was a Saturday and I wanted some reassurance. They made a referral to a breast care centre and about 2 weeks later I had an appointment. And eventually when I was seen, they told me that whilst they cannot confirm today I do have breast cancer, they believe that that might be the case. I cried instantly. I thought about my kids. I thought about dying. I thought about a lot of things. I had to wait a week. I went back in person. Straight away I was told that I had stage 2 breast cancer. I was told I'd have radiotherapy, chemotherapy, a mastectomy. Obviously my hair would go. My first thought was about my family. Immediately my 3 children, my youngest daughter was 2.5 at the time, my oldest was 24 at the time. If it hadn't have been for that interview, there is no way I would have been checked. The reality is I was 44 at the time and the standard checks for ladies for mammogram in this country is age 50. So if I had to wait 6 more years for a routine test, I wouldn't be here and my kids wouldn't have a mum. Today I'm amazing, still Rosie. That was one of the things I feared, is not being Rosie post-cancer, but I am still Rosie. I'm in remission. I found out last April that I was in remission and I remain that way, so I'm really happy. My kids are treating me like normal again. They're not putting any cotton wool around me anymore. Life is back to normal and it kind of feels like I've had a second shot at life. My message to women watching this is don't delay. Early diagnosis is everything. You must go and get checked out. Don't be scared. And if you are diagnosed, there's lots of support for you. So there's no reason not to get checked out.